Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 15 of Run It Back and the first show in November. I have a huge announcement for you guys. We have recently been nominated for the Best Monday Show named Run It Back at the University of Kansas Award, and it is such a huge honor. I really hope we win, because I don't think that the competition is going to be very tough. Just so you know, this award is totally real. But let's hit a grand slam on our way to Run It Back. It was a great week for KU sports. Jayhawk football pummeled the Oklahoma State Cowboys 38-21 after an amazing rushing performance. The first games of the regular season for KU basketball start this week as the men play Green Bay tonight and the women play Kansas City on Wednesday. KU volleyball has also been tearing it up after beating West Virginia in straight sets. But let's go to Zach for KU football.
Thank you, Kyler. It was homecoming weekend and a great one at that. The Jayhawks ended their two-game losing streak Saturday afternoon as they beat the Oklahoma State Cowboys 38-21. The first half was extremely slow and definitely had me worried, and I would be lying to everyone if I said I wasn't close to crashing out after the first half. But wait, there was more. The Jayhawks came out firing in the second half, putting up an absolutely dominating performance. The strongest factor of that dominant second half of offense was the running game. Layshawn Williams and Daniel Highshaw both put up huge games. Layshawn Williams had 14 carries, 77 yards, and 1 touchdown. His first touchdown came with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter as he ran in the score from 5 yards out. He's wearing number 4 for a reason, y'all. He's like that. Daniel Highshaw had himself a game as well, ending his game with 14 carries, 65 yards, and 2 touchdowns. His first touchdown of the day came in the second quarter from 3 yards out. But knowing Daniel Highshaw, it's not just a simple 3-yard run. He's going to make a play, changing directions and dragging a couple guys for the score. His second score of the day came at the beginning of the fourth quarter, again from 3 yards out, but no fireworks on this one, just a simple handoff and score. The two in total had 142 rushing yards on the day. The offense as a whole, with runs from Isaiah Marshall, Jalen Daniels, Cam Pickett, and Emmanuel Henderson, ended the game with 232 total rushing yards. It was some incredible work from the team this weekend to brighten up my mood after the last 2 games. With that win, the Jayhawks' record jumps to 5-4, and important news, puts the team 1 win away from being bowl eligible. This weekend, the Jayhawks travel to Tucson, Arizona to face off against the Arizona Wildcats. For more updates and news on KU football, follow @KU Football on Instagram and X. Now, let's send it over to Luke for some KU basketball.
Thank you, Zach. I'm glad our football team got back on track last weekend. However, on to some KU basketball. The Jayhawks were back in action for an exhibition game against Fort Hays State in Allen Fieldhouse. Everyone was rowdy and fired up to see the Jayhawks play, even though it was just an exhibition. There was lots of excitement from fans to see the 5-star Darren Peterson for the first time. However, he was ruled out for the game, meaning that KU had to look to some unlikely faces to help them win this game. The Jayhawks had many pieces that contributed in the win, including transfer guard Melvin Council Jr. He tallied 14 points on 5 for 6 shooting, along with 6 assists. He's a guy who's going to provide lots of things in his role, such as scoring, passing, and defense. When describing Melvin Council, Bill Self said that he'll be a fan favorite. He said his energy and hustle are going to be big reasons why. KU also received help from senior Trey White, who had 12 points and 6 rebounds. White transferred from Illinois and is a guy who can be versatile on offense while also being a lockdown defender. The other main contributor was freshman Bryson Tiller, who had 10 points and 7 rebounds. Tiller was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. He's not expected to start for the Jayhawks, but he will play valuable minutes when guys like Flory Badunga or Trey White are on the bench. Overall, the Jayhawks had a solid game without their star, as they got good performances from some role players to help them take down Fort Hays 71-35. Tonight, Kansas will host Green Bay and Allen Fieldhouse at 7 as they kick off the regular season. The Jayhawks will start the season as the number 19 team in the country. Hopefully they can turn 52 straight home opener wins into 53. That's it for me today. Now let's hear from Logan on KU Volleyball.
Thanks, Luke. The Kansas women's volleyball team closed out their weekend on their own with a strong sweep against West Virginia on Saturday in Morgantown. Kansas took down West Virginia in straight sets, 25-16, 25-18, and 25-17, making it a 2-0 weekend last Thursday after last Thursday's win against Cincinnati. This improves the Jayhawks to 17-8 overall and 8-3 in Big 12 play. Grace Nelson led the way with 13 kills and 0 attack errors, while Ryan Swanson, Jovana Zelenovic, and Reese Patak each added double-digit kills. Setter Katie Dalton and middle blocker Aisha Ionu set the tone and kept the momentum high. With back-to-back kills from Dalton and Ionu, the Jayhawks got an early spark that carried through all 3 sets, from the opening serve down to the end of the clock. Head coach Matt Ulmer praised both players after the match, calling it our most complete offensive performance of the year. Katie did a great job distributing the ball, and we got a big lift from Aisha. I'm hopeful these are habits the team can continue to build on for the rest of the season. The win marks Kansas' 7th straight victory over West Virginia and sending a streak that's seen Kansas dominate since 2018. Next up, Kansas returns back home to Horsch to host Colorado on November 6th, which will be streaming on ESPN+. For more updates on KU Women's Volleyball, follow the team's social media and visit KUathletics.com for more coverage. Now we'll be right back after this break.
KU supports community, creativity, Kansas. The University of Kansas provides statewide medical outreach, first responder training, cybersecurity protection, childhood development support, and economic gains amounting to over $7 billion every year. Every day, Kansas Jayhawks serve the world by creating a better future. The world is safer, healthier, stronger because of what KU creates.
Man, oh man. That was one heck of a World Series. I mean, 11th inning in Game 7? I can't believe the Dodgers came back to win that one. And Yoshinobu Yamamoto is a dog. Xander also returns to do his classic Sunday scoreboards, where we saw some unbelievable games happen this weekend, and some not so unbelievable games. Landon is also here to give you guys some of his way too early NBA predictions. Finally, Xander, Johnny, and Zach will give their college football playoff predictions. But let's go to Michael to recap this amazing World Series.
The baseball season is officially over, and it could not have gone out with a greater bang than Saturday night's Game 7 Classic. It was a constant back and forth between these two teams, and the Dodgers became the first back-to-back champions in 25 years. Game 6 was a must-win scenario for the Dodgers to keep the series alive and force a Game 7, and they did just that, winning 3-1. Yoshinobu Yamamoto was the talk of the town through this entire series, and he showed up big time in Game 6, pitching 6 innings and only allowing 1 run to be scored. That Halloween night victory brought us to what will go down in history as one of the greatest Game 7s ever. The fact that this series even went to a Game 7 says everything about the difference between the Dodgers' win this year opposed to last year. Last year was a domination over the Yankees, completely outmaneuvering their every batter and shutting down one of the best performing teams offensively in the league. This year, however, the Blue Jays were able to consistently get runs on the board, shocking the Dodgers' rotation, but in the end, it just wasn't enough. The Blue Jays made the Dodgers look human. Going into the top of the 8th, the Blue Jays led 4-2 and were 6 outs away from their title. Then, Max Muncy hit a 387-foot home run to deep right to bring the score within 1 run. After the inning was quickly shut down, everything turned south in the top of the 9th as Miguel Rojas homered 399 feet to left center to force the game into extra innings. The Blue Jays retaliated with bases loaded in the bottom of the 9th, Game 7, every kid's dream, and they failed to make anything of it, as in the top of the 11th, Will Smith homered to deep left center to secure the go-ahead run and what would end up being the winning run in the game. Yoshinobu Yamamoto deservedly secured his World Series MVP, showing up when the team needed him most. as the Dodgers secured back-to-back World Series titles. I know this series was filled with some awesome final scoreboards, but Xander, how are the scoreboards looking on Sunday?
Well, what an amazing series that was, Michael, but thank God it ended on Saturday because Sunday belongs to football. After last week's load of blowouts, this week was the much-needed bounce back with 9 games won by just 1 score. Let's first take a look at the first half of the morning slate that were all one-score games, starting with the Chargers, who held off the Titans in a back-and-forth battle and won 20-17. The Broncos, and more improbably the Panthers, both kicked last-second field goals to win their games. And of course, Sunday wouldn't be complete without a Drake May victory. Don't believe everything you see because the fumble and pick he threw were obviously AI. But even AI can't stop the Patriots' quest to the Super Bowl as they've now won 6 straight games. Looking at the back half of the morning slate, we saw the 49ers defeat the Giants 34-24. J.J. McCarthy led the Vikings to an upset victory over the Lions in his return, and the Steelers just barely hold on to beat the Colts, who dropped just their second game of the year. The last morning game, though, Bengals vs. Bears, is a game of the year contender. After being down 2 scores late, the Bengals score 2 late touchdowns and recover an onside kick to take a 1-point lead. But then Caleb Williams found Colston Loveland, who somehow breaks away and scores the game-winning touchdown with less than 20 seconds left. Bears win an absolute thriller, 47-42. Taking a look at the afternoon slate, the Rams took care of business and got an easy win over the Saints. The Jaguars pick up an overtime victory after stopping the Raiders' 2-point conversion attempt. And the Chiefs' last-second Hail Mary falls short to give the Bills the win. Can the Bills repeat this performance and finally beat the Chiefs in the playoffs? Probably not, but that's a discussion for another time because we had to end the night, as always, with Sunday Night Football, where the Commanders had absolutely no command as the Sam Darnold show led the Seahawks to a dominating 38-14 win. Most importantly, all my prayers go out to Jaden Daniels, who suffered a gruesome injury. Hopefully, he'll be back in action soon. That's all from this week's Sunday slate. Now let's head over to Landon, who's on an all-time high after his Panthers got the win yesterday.
That's right, Xander. You know, it's awesome seeing some of the young talent taking over the league. Now, speaking of youth movements, the NBA has been seeing some very similar things on their side of the court. For those who don't know, the NBA season tipped off just under 2 weeks ago, and as a self-proclaimed first-team all-ball knower, it's my job to give you some professional insight on some way too early award winners. I'm starting off today by taking you to the Windy City, and I'm right now looking at the Aussie, Josh Giddey, to bring home Most Improved Player. He's finally found his groove as a first option in Chicago, something that he could never do in OKC. We're seeing a near 10-point jump from last season, and along with that, Giddey is shooting over 45% from 3, which in NBA terms is basically automatic. The Bulls are 5-1, and with the way Giddey's been playing, I wouldn't be surprised if the Bulls made a sneaky playoff push. I'm now going to take you up north to put a spotlight on a rookie who's playing like a 5-year vet. 76ers wing VJ Edgecombe has hit the ground running and is already making a case for Rookie of the Year. He slashes through the paint like a maniac and has even found himself some luck on the 3-ball. I know Cooper Flagg has been dealing with a recent shoulder injury, but he's got a lot of work to do if he wants to catch Edgecombe. I've been seeing a lot of debates recently with many people wondering, when will we be seeing the next LeBron? And I hate to tell you, he's already here. I'm so serious when I think Victor Wembanyama was built in a lab. You just can't be built like a center and move like a point guard. I mean, how are you supposed to stop a guy who's 7'4", dribbles like Kyrie, is unstoppable in the paint, and averages 5 blocks a game? You just don't. I've got Victor winning both the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, and I don't think that's ridiculous to say. When I think MVPs, I think 2 words: culture changer, and that's exactly what Wemby is to San Antonio. I don't think it's a matter of if, but a matter of when Wembanyama will take over this league, and I think that time is now. Speaking of now, we're now going to send you over to Zach, Johnny, and Xander for some college football predictions.
Thank you, Landon. I'm Zach.
I'm Johnny.
And I'm Xander.
And we are going to be going over our college football playoff predictions. To start, who are y'all's group of 5 team that gets that playoff bid? Xander?
All right, well, I'll start over here. Give me out of the Mountain West, San Diego State. Listen, I know a lot of people are picking American teams, Memphis, Tulane, North Texas. I think they beat each other up. I think SDSU walks to a Mountain West title as a 1-loss Mountain West champion. They get in the playoffs.
Well, I don't share the same optimism for the Mountain West. I'm looking at America, the American Conference's North Texas. The Mean Green have been playing out of their mind right now. They're 8-1 overall. They've got UAB, Rice, and Temple left on their schedule. I think they win all 3 of those games. And while they're sitting 3rd in the American, Navy's ahead of them and Memphis is ahead of them. Navy still has to play Notre Dame this week. We'll see how that goes. And Memphis still has to play a tough ECU team. I just don't see either of those teams coming out clean, and I think North Texas wins the American and makes it in.
Well, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that. I'm going to take a team out of the American Conference who does beat ECU, and I'm taking Memphis. Their only loss this year is the UAB, but their wins are against Arkansas and South Florida, who are Arkansas, obviously an SEC team, so that's a big win for an American Conference team. And in South Florida, with how dominant they were at the beginning of the season, it just doesn't make sense to say that that win doesn't count now that they're not in the top 25. So I'm going to go with Memphis. Now let's head over to the Power Four conferences.
All right, out of the SEC, I'm going to take Alabama. They've looked like the best team since week 1. Ohio State, I love their defense. I think they win the Big Ten. BYU has proven they can win tough games. They're the best team in the Big 12. And my hottest take is Louisville out of the ACC. I think Virginia is fraudulent. I think Miami has proven they fall apart in November. And I think Georgia Tech is fraudulent too. I think Louisville is able to get into the ACC championship, redeem their earlier loss to Louisville, and win that conference.
All right. Well, my Big Four are the out of the SEC. I got Texas A&M. Marcel Reed right now. He's playing like his buddy, Money Manziel. He's playing out of his mind. He honestly might be the Heisman. And the rest of the SEC. I mean, you mentioned Bama. We'll see how they finish off. They got to play a tough Oklahoma team. I mean, that Oklahoma defense has only allowed 12 touchdowns all year. I doubt they come out clean in that game. I just think Texas A&M wins the SEC. I got Ohio State out of the Big Ten. There's not really much to say there. I mean, Julian Sain's playing like that guy. They've got the best player in the country in Jeremiah Smith. I just don't see Indiana making that push. And then out of the ACC, you mentioned them being fraudulent. I think Georgia Tech really has what it takes. I mean, Haynes King he's incredible, and what he's done with that program over the past 2 years, it's undeniable how great he's been for that program. And then out of the Big 12, sadly I have to say Texas Tech. They're just dominating right now. Minus the loss to Arizona State, they've played an incredible season. I mean, they beat the brakes off of KU, beat the brakes off of K-State, basically the same score. We'll have to see, but I don't see Texas Tech losing the Big 12.
Yeah, SEC, I'm going to go with Alabama. They've been on a tear since that Florida State loss. Ty Simpson looks like one of, if not the best quarterback in the league right now. Big Ten, I'm going to Indiana. Kurt Cignetti, 100% the guy. Fernando Mendoza, easily the Heisman. He's playing lights-out football. Big 12, give me Texas Tech. Nothing much to say there. And ACC, Georgia Tech. All I got to say is Hayes King. So that's all we have for y'all today. We'll be back after a quick break.
For students searching for a way to stay active in an outdoorsy way, the City of Lawrence has bike trails running in every direction, and with the new bike share program, we can stay in shape as we tour the sights of our beautiful city. Clinton Lake is only a short 30-minute bike ride away from Daisy Hill and has the most incredible sunset location in all of Lawrence. Walking campus may give you the KU calves, but biking can give you the KU thighs. Bike Lawrence today.
You may not hear it at first, but it's there. Our chant, rising. On this summit, callings converge, voices unify into a chorus that sounds out for good, for greatness. Can you hear it?
Wrapping up today's show, Landon, Michael, and Jane are here as always in their classic round table of complete awesomeness. Johnny will come back to give you a leg up on your parlays. Get it? Like the leg of a parlay? Come on, I know you laughed. Anyways, Xander and I took a trip to Templin Hall to quiz some students there. But let's go to the round table.
We've reached the halfway point in the NFL season, and let me say it has been just exceptional. The Panthers are over 500, and that's got me all hyped up. But it's time for you to get hyped up, because we're back on this beautiful Monday afternoon with another edition of Red Hot Reactions. You know this by now. My name is Landon Bassov. I'm here joined at the round table alongside Michael Tomasco and Jen Runyon. We've got one big topic ahead of us. Some of us more happy than others. The question on everybody's mind, is it time to worry about the Chiefs' playoff chances? Michael, your Chiefs have finally come down back to earth. Are you worried?
Absolutely not. Listen, we're heading into the bye. We see this every year. We lose these big games, but when January comes, we show up. We're keeping all our teams averaging to 17.7 points per game. Our defense looks
like
great.
That's more with the refs. I don't know.
No, none of that nonsense. We look
You're
fantastic.
sitting third in the AFC West right now.
We're
Broncos
losing
look
these
like a
games.
lock
We
to
lose
win the
these games
division
every
here.
year.
How about against the Bills? I mean,
We lose
that's
to the
a
Bills
baby.
in the regular
That's
season
just-
every year, and then look it. We play them in the playoffs and we win.
I mean,
so I
I'd
would
rather
rather
have a chance this
but I
year.
would rather win the
Mahomes
playoff
is
games.
finally not getting his calls. He's come down to earth. It's a realistic football team. I'm sorry you guys aren't the same superhuman
We
Chiefs.
look at the stats. Half the seasons we've won the Super Bowl, and we won a Super Bowl with Kadarius Toney and Marquez Valdez-Scantling. We can win a
Mahomes
Super
has
Bowl
been
with
bad
Rashee Rice and
since
Xavier
last
Worthy.
I mean,
year.
look at the receivers. Rice came back. I mean, it looks amazing.
And he's
but-
playing great.
Yeah, but Mahomes panics in the pocket. The other receivers can't get open. He has to throw deep.
Mahomes
and what
is
happens? He gets intercepted.
Patrick Mahomes is the greatest playmaker in the league.
He
There
gets
isn't a
sacked
debate.
twice
Your defense
a
No
game.
isn't
one
that
is
good as
moving
well.
like Patrick Mahomes
Yeah,
in the Kansas
until
City
he
Chiefs.
gets sacked.
Your defense is
until he gets
terrible as
sacked.
well.
Listen, we
He's
lose-
averaging. Your
Run.
left tackle doesn't
James
play.
Cook ran over
Jawan
100
Taylor's
yards.
a walking false start.
And I'm not going to disagree with you there. We have had tackle problems for years. But look it, when it comes down to making the big moments, nobody operates like the Kansas City Chiefs. No one does a two-minute drill
Look at Mahomes
better.
recently. He panics in the pocket. He gets sacked an average of 2 times a game.
I'm not
That's
saying
not
we're looking like
playmaking
the
if you're sitting in the
2001
pocket.
Miami Hurricanes, but we're not playing our best ball. But we are still
I
the
don't think
Kansas
you're
City
ready
Chiefs,
for the
and we are
playoffs.
still a
They're
team
gonna
that
get
demands
off.
respect.
You don't have a running back. That's
Yeah,
your big
exactly.
issue.
We have Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
Look at him
he's
scramble. Look at him run.
rushing.
He's
You have
running
not
better than
had-
Lamar
You have not
Jackson.
seen a 70-yard rusher all season. Kareem Hunt, Isaiah Pacheco, even Mahomes. Mahomes has the
Kareem Hunt converts those third downs. He converts those third downs. That's all you
Okay,
that's all we
who
need to do.
cares?
We
Who
don't
cares?
need a run game when we have a Patrick Mahomes passing game.
If someone can stop the pass, you don't have a run game. You can't do anything.
We have a run game. His name is Patrick Mahomes.
You can't let Patrick Mahomes do everything.
He is the best situational
He can't
just
scrambler in the
lead
league.
the
team.
He's the best
He's shown
situational
that he
scrambler
can't
in the
lead
league.
He's
it by
not
itself.
Superman anymore.
He absolutely is. He's throwing it better than anyone.
Anybody?
He's got the
yeah,
arm.
to the other team.
Yeah.
You saw what he was doing for
Goodness.
Buffalo.
Listen. Enough about the offense. Let's talk defense here.
All right, let's go
You want to talk
defense.
defense?
Let's talk defense.
We're keeping teams to
Where is Chris
17.7
Jones?
points per
Yeah.
game.
Genuinely, where
Where's
is
the
We
he?
have
hype on
George
Chris Jones?
Karlaftis.
Is he
We have
asleep
Nick
on
Bolton.
the
We
sidelines?
have such a stacked defense.
You paid Chris Jones all of this
Where was the
money, and it
defense
feels like
last
he
game?
doesn't even show up to
And
the
I'm
game.
and I'm
What the
rightfully
game before
angry
that
about that.
against
I'm
the
upset
Bengals?
about that. But listen. We get into this situation every year where we lose these games and everyone starts doubting the Chiefs. No one operates like the Chiefs in postseason. So as long as we make postseason, we'll be seeing another
Look,
Lombardi.
I know you're going to talk for hours, but, we got to wrap this thing up here. Unfortunately, I feel like kind of got you there a little bit on the offensive side of the ball. As much as I want to say this exciting week of football isn't over, we unfortunately have to watch Jacoby Brissett and the Cardinals take on a very struggling Cowboys defense in Dallas. Hopefully, Johnny can make this game sound a little bit more exciting with his betting lines. Johnny, what's the play?
Thank you, Landon. Oh boy, am I excited to be back in the studio after another just beautiful and successful week. We've got another Southern standoff tonight and an AFC West battle against 2 rivals on Thursday. All I see is money to be made. So without further ado, let's jump right into the action. We start this incredible week with the Cowboys versus the Cardinals. These 2 teams have had a complicated season, to say the least. The Cowboys are 3-4-1, while the Cards are a scary 2-5. The spread is set for the Cowboys at -3.5 tonight, as it should be for the home team with a better record. The truth is, the Cowboys are just better than the Cardinals. Dak has played very well all season. CeeDee Lamb is working his way back, and while he's been doing that, George Pickens has been playing extremely well in his replacement. Now, the Cowboys defense does scare me, but not to the extent that I would bet against them while playing Jacoby Brissett in their own house. So with that, I'd have to take the Cowboys at -3.5. Now we head to Denver on Thursday to watch these 2 rivals face off for the first time this season. It's the Raiders versus the Broncos, and the spread opens at -9.5 in favor of the Broncos. This line is absolutely huge, but deserved. The Broncos are on fire right now. Although having a shaky start to the season, they've built a pretty solid 7-2 record. I've been very impressed with the emerging RJ Harvey and Bo Nix's play lately. But here's the main point. The Raiders are just awful. I don't care how close they played the Jaguars this past weekend. The Raiders are terrible. Genty and Brock Bowers can only get you so far. The defense is mid on their best days, and don't even get me started with the Geno Smith experiment. Call me when you get a quarterback. Then we can maybe have a conversation. I'm taking the Broncos at -9.5 with full confidence. Let's have a great week, everybody, and of course, bet responsibly. On to Kyler and Xander.
What's up, guys? I'm Xander Loosefelt here with Kyler Elliott behind the camera. We're at the #1 frat on the University of Kansas, Olin Templin Hall. We're going to be knocking on people's doors and asking them KU trivia questions, and we're going to find out today if Templin Hall knows ball. Housekeeping. Who does Kansas play in the Big 12 tournament in soccer tomorrow?
Your mother?
Well, no, my mother is not in the tournament.
Your father?
No, my father's not playing either.
I don't know.
Take a guess.
K-State.
Missouri.
Missouri.
Missouri is not in the Big 12.
In the Big 12, I'm gonna say, wait, no, that already passed. Iowa.
No clue.
You want to take a guess?
Baylor? Is it Oklahoma?
It is not. They're in the SEC, but you want to take another go at it?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you for trying. It was West Virginia.
Oh.
So you were close. You were close.
Wait, are they gonna win?
I don't know. You're going to have to tune in to find out. No, probably not favored, but who knows? They tied them last time. They could pull off the shocker. Cool. Tune into soccer tomorrow.
Now for this little bit, I'm actually no longer Kyler Elliott. I am the famous KU basketball player and freshman phenom, Cole Rosario. That's right. We're going to see if people know how many points I scored in our last game against Fort Hays State. Housekeeping.
Oh, no.
How many points did I, Cole Rosario, have in our exhibition game against Fort Hays State?
Oh. Oh, it's too early for this. You play basketball.
Yes.
How many points? Fort Hays. You guys beat them. Yes. 12?
I don't know. What, 20?
I have no idea. If I had to guess, I'd say 14.
2?
I have no idea.
You want to take a guess?
For what?
How many points did I have?
10.
I only had 3.
Oh.
I'm actually not Cole Rosario.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
He's a KU men's basketball player.
Okay.
Housekeeping. What is KU currently ranked in women's volleyball?
Honestly, I couldn't even tell you. I don't know. I don't go here. But is there like a way I can like buy a hint?
Okay, I'll give you a hint. They are not in the top 5, and they're not 20 through 25. So your guess is between 5 and 20. 1 in 15 shot.
I'll say 7. I don't know.
Will you take a guess?
10.
14? 7?
I don't know.
Want to take a guess?
16th. Male or female?
Female.
Like 5th.
A little lower. You want to take a second shot at it?
What? 12th.
14th. You're pretty close.
What is the current record of KU's football team?
I don't know.
Were you at the KU football game?
Not this one.
Have you been to a KU football game?
Yes.
Do you know who they played yesterday?
No.
Okay, well, just take a shot. What is KU's record?
Like a number?
They played 9 games.
Oh, okay. Like 6.
Well, after further review, it seems like Templin Hall does not know ball. Well, that is all the time we have for today's episode. For future episodes of Run It Back, make sure to check out this Friday and next Monday's show. In the meantime, stay safe, get some sleep from that crappy Halloween party, and run it back.